I should get my encyclopedia on first. All right. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming here today to bless the newlywed couple, Lippy and Alex. Mukta and I would like to thank you all for coming here on this occasion. And we really appreciate our relatives and friends who are coming from different countries, India, Singapore, Canada, and from different parts of US. Thank you. We really appreciate you coming here. So time does go by very quickly. I mean, it was not so long ago that Lippy was born. We brought her home from the hospital, and she was like on my half of my arms that when she came home. And first thing that we thought about when she came home was, my God, look how happy we are that she's coming home now. And before we know, she will probably marry somebody and go away. And today is that day. So Lippy, you look really beautiful today. And I know probably many people have told you before, but you're as beautiful and as gracious as your mom. So today marks a big day for Lippy and Alex for starting a new life. And we are so glad to have Alex in our family as our son-in-law. I've watched any number of movies and heard stories that dads get very worried when people, when boys want to date their daughters. But since, Alex was dating our daughter, I wasn't worried. So I started doubting myself, is there something wrong with me? But it turns out that it was Alex's honesty and his simplicity that reassured us that our daughter will be safe and happy with him. And part of the credit for you, Alex, also goes to Brian and Murray for raising such a lovely boy. And we are so happy to have you as part of our family. It's really awesome. Lipika, we call her Lippy, lovingly. And we've enjoyed, bringing you up with different stories that you narrate to us. Oftentimes, she spices them up. So we say, and we often say, okay, we understand this is Lippy's spice. So there's one small incident that, there are many incidents, but one that I would like to narrate now. So this was in early college days. She was driving a Honda car. And one day when I'm at a customer visit, I get a call from her. Okay. But I couldn't take the call because I was with a customer meeting, in a customer meeting. And then I get a call again, and I still couldn't answer, but now I know that there is something really urgent. But I didn't take the call. She called me third time, and still I didn't take the call. So after I got done with my meeting, then I call her back, and she says she's very upset, on why did I not take the call. I said I was busy with a meeting. But I asked her, what happened? I mean, why were you calling me 3 times so quickly? She says, I need gas, and the 87 grade gas that I need, that pump is out of order. What am I supposed to do? So we both love you, Lippy and Alex. And like both the Panditji today told, then you should be like a coconut, hard from outside to take on the world challenges, but soft from inside to love each other, respect each other, and also like the officiant said today, be always, change as the environment, as the world requires, but don't focus on each other's strengths and enjoy each other's company, fly high. That was so good. And it's not over yet. There is a little bit of surprise for you, and here it goes.
जब ऐसे चिकने चेहरे हो, जब ऐसे चिकने चेहरे तो कैसे न नजर फिसले, तो कैसे न नजर फिसले जिंद मेरी ये। मेरी ज़ोहरा जबी तुझे मालूम नहीं, तू अभी तक है हंसी और मैं जवान, तुझ पे कुर्बान मेरी जान मेरी जान। ऐ मेरी ज़ोहरा जबी तुझे मालूम नहीं, तू अभी तक है हंसी और मैं जवान, तुझ पे कुर्बान मेरी जान मेरी जान। ये शौखियाँ ये बाकपन जो तुझ में है कहीं नहीं, ये शौखियाँ ये बाकपन जो तुझ में है कहीं नहीं, दिलों को जीतने का फन जो तुझ में है कहीं नहीं। मैं तेरी आँखों में पा गया दो जहां, मैं तेरी आँखों में पा गया दो जहां। ऐ मेरी ज़ोहरा जबी तुझे मालूम नहीं, तू अभी तक है हंसी और मैं जवान, तुझ पे कुर्बान मेरी जान मेरी जान।
हाँ क्या है?
सोचा है ये कि तुम्हें रास्ता भुलाए, सुनी जगह पे कहीं छेड़े डराए। सोचा है ये कि तुम्हें रास्ता भुलाए, सुनी जगह पे कहीं छेड़े डराए। या चुप रहूं दिल में मेरे आज क्या है, जो बोलो तो जानू गुरु तुमको मानू, चलो ये भी वादा है।
पहली बार देखा ऐसा जलवा हो, ऐसा जलवा, ये लड़की है या शोला, ये लड़की है या शोला।
शोला है शोला, शोले से डरना, मरना तो ठंडे पानी में मरना, रहम जवानी पे था ओ मुंडिया, रहम जवानी पे था।
दिल जैसी चीज की मनाऊं खैर क्या, हो मनाऊं खैर क्या, मैं तो दोनों जहान से गया, ओ मैं तो दोनों जहान से गया।
जा रे शिकारी तेरा जाल पुराना, और कहीं पे जाके डाल ये दाना, चिड़िया फंसे ना लंबुआ ओ लंबुआ, उड़ी फंसे ना लंबुआ।
पकड़ी कलाई तो न छोड़ूंगा कभी, ना छोड़ूंगा कभी, ओ सोनी ये याद रखना, ओ सोनी ये याद रखना।
Listen close what I gotta say, cause you know there ain't no other way. Love is the message, eh? Y'all ready? Let's go.
Yeah, we can make it better, yeah. When we come together, yeah. All you got is me, and yeah, all I got is you.
स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत, स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत।
All right, let's give a big round of applause for this special dance, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. All right. All right, next will be Alex's parents, Marie and Brian.
Wow. So is everybody having a lot of fun? Yeah. This is the most awesome wedding I've ever seen in my life by a lot. I want to thank the Agrawals, Vinod and Mukta, and of course Lipika, because we've been observing from a distance all the planning just by getting an occasional email and an occasional phone call or FaceTime, talking to Lipika and Alex and getting little updates. But I didn't imagine it was going to be quite like this. All the time and effort and everything that you put in to putting this together, and everything has been executed just beautifully. You're gorgeous. You're a beautiful couple. And Lipika, I have to say, I know you put just a ton of time in this, and we're so organized with spreadsheets and everything and getting organized. And it's paid off. I mean, this is just an awesome event that we'll never forget. You're beautiful. We love you. And, well, Alex, I don't know. He's kind of along for the ride, I think. But it's been so much fun meeting everybody here. I've had a little trouble trying to remember everybody's names. But it's just such a wonderful family. I mean, it's almost a totally extended family of all of you here. I mean, you've all been so kind and generous and nice, and it's just been so much fun. And I've never been to a Hindu wedding before, of course, and I love it. It's so colorful and joyful, and there's dancing and music, and it's boisterous, and it's everything that a wedding should be. I just love it. And well, maybe when our grandkids be married and we're still around, we'll get to go to another one. But thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I know it's been a lot of work and to set all this up, and it's just been fantastic. Everyone's loved it. You're a beautiful couple, and Lippy, oh, we're just so happy to have you in our family. Yeah. Anyway, did you anything you wanted to add, or?
No.
Just beautiful. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and everybody, the wedding party, they're still here, I think. Some of them. They're not under the table yet. So thanks, everybody, and I'll pass the baton to who's the next person.
All right, now I would like to invite Sunny here, please. Sunny for the next speech.
Hello. So I'm Sunny. I'm Lippy's brother, in case you don't know me. So being her brother, I've accumulated some things I like teasing Lippy about over the years. So, things like how she used to call her school Blooming Buds Boongie Bung, or the actor Salman Khan was Salam Khan. Or, that there was a time when she decided that Flower spelled flower. Or the fact that the plural of roti is rote. She's absolutely exasperated right now that I'm saying all this in front of everyone, and that I'm kind of misrepresenting some of the details while I'm at it. But, that's what she gets for sitting on my head when she was a baby. Honestly, I think her reaction right now is one of the things I love most about Lippy. She's just such a colorful person. She's full of life, and she reacts vibrantly to everything that happens around her. I mean, it's a small example. A couple of weeks ago, I sent her a picture, and she responded with this all caps text about how excited she was, how happy she was. She couldn't handle it, and her little heart was gonna explode. Yeah. So. I've. No. Well, yeah. So I mean. Yeah, I mean, so this kind of thing is it's apparent in every interaction I have with her. It's it's not, and it's not just she just cares so much about everything. And it's not just me either. She brings that kind of energy into all of her relationships. And I see that, that she loves Alex with all of that intensity, and it's beautiful. And Alex, I see how much you love her back and how excited you are to share your dreams with her. And I'm really excited to see the life that you guys build together. So, here's to my baby sister and my new brother, to Lippu and Alu.
All right, thank you, Sunny. Now Melanie, please. Melanie here.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm Alex's older sister. I'm about 4.5 years older than him. So we're quite a bit apart, and you can imagine my shock when he came into the picture when I was about 4.5 years old, when I had to think, okay, I have to share my parents with this new kid who, I also was really banking on him to be a girl. So I was really disappointed. As we were growing up, we were very different. We're actually polar opposites, and we had very different personalities. And he is actually, even though he's younger, sometimes he's the big brother to me. Sorry, oh my God. He's the type of guy who's much more responsible than I was growing up. He would come home from school and he'd sit down right away and do his homework. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You were just spent 6 hours at school. Meanwhile, my mom was trying to grab me by the hair while I tried to go out and play in the street with all the neighborhood kids. He was also very much cool, calm, and collected, always the happy-go-lucky kid. And I was always, a drama queen about everything. So we were very different. But the one thing that we really had in common was that we have the best parents ever and the best family. And they did such a good job raising us and instilled very good values in us. So it wasn't, that's really one thing we have in common, even though we were polar opposite personalities. But as we grew older, we found a common ground, and we actually started spending much more time together and hanging out, and also bringing all of our friends together. And we really bonded, and I saw him not just as my sibling, but as my friend. So I remember I moved to the Bay Area. I moved to San Francisco. And I was hoping, sorry. I think it's mostly just, I'm nervous. So I was up there I'd been in San Francisco a couple of years. And I was, Alex had just graduated from UCSD, and I was thinking, oh, it'd be great if he moved up here to be with me. Our parents had already moved away, they were retired, and I was up there all alone, really. So I was like, apply to jobs in the Bay, come up here, really encouraging him to come up. And my dream came true, and he ended up getting a great job with United Airlines. Hello, free flights. And he ended up coming up to the Bay Area and moving up there, which was just great. And we spent a lot of time together in the beginning. I let him crash on my couch, and he'd go to work really early in the morning and make me coffee and peanut butter toast. And he was just so sweet. And he ended up doing really well. And so when we would go out, he was telling me, I'm really looking forward to being single, and I really don't want a girlfriend and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. That didn't last long. So, and I was like, okay, cool, So one day he came to me and he said, I met this girl. And I said, oh, yeah? And he's like, yeah, I was at this beer fest, and, my friend Justin took me, and I met this girl. Her name's Lipika, and told me a little bit about you. And I didn't pay much attention to it, and the more he kept talking about you, I could tell that he really loved her. So, basically, how could you not? The first time I met you, everything to fall in love with you. You're just the best sister-in-law ever. So. Anyway, I'm just really, really happy because I watched my brother really, really grow into a man, from a little boy to a man. So I'm just really happy for you guys. Sorry.
All right, thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Eric up here, please.
I'll try to make it through this as best as I can. But I would like to give a big thanks to all the Dutra family that could make it here today. Thank you so much. I love you all. You're all the best family to me. You really are. I love you all. But I'm sorry. I told myself I'd make it through this, please. But Alex, you know, oh God, I gotta make it short, don't I? Alex, you know, you've always been a big brother to me. You've always been there for me, you know, whenever mom and dad left. You know, you'd always offer to take me anywhere whenever I was hungry. You'd always care for me is what I'm trying to say. You'd always be there, you know, ask me, you know, just mess around with me, and that's all I really want. It's just big brotherly love, and you always provide the best. I'm sorry. But, you know, sometimes even when, you know, he's being really annoying and you try to be mad at him, you can't because he's always jumping around and doing his little faces and you just can't get mad at him. So that's why I love you so much. And Lipika, you're the best too. As soon as I met you, you were amazing to me. You gave me a big old hug right off the bat and I couldn't ask for anything more. You guys are the greatest.
All right, thank you, Eric. Now I would like to invite Vasu here, please.
Okay, I'd like to start by thanking everyone for being here. I think each one of you being here makes this day all the more special and wonderful. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lippy's favorite cousin.
Yes, you are.
And so, as a younger cousin, I've looked up to Lippy my whole life, and there's just so much to admire about her. She's smart, she's dependable, and she's so put together, all while being her fun self, silly. And beyond that, I think everyone would agree the most admirable thing about Lippy is the way in which she loves with her whole heart. She never spares an opportunity to let her family and friends know exactly what they mean to her. And I think anyone who's been a part of Lippy's life can attest to this great warmth that she brings to them. Lippy, I know your little heart is so full of love, and I'm so happy you found someone to share this with. Alex, I know Lippy is happiest when she's with you, and I think we can all rest assured knowing that she's found someone who truly cherishes this unique warmth that she brings. You're the perfect addition to our family, and I'm really grateful to have gained a goofy and caring brother-in-law. And with that, congratulations on how far you've come, and I wish you all the best for how far you'll go.
Thank you so much. All right, so last couple of ones, and would like to invite Justin. Justin here, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Justin. I am the best man. I am very friendly, house trained, rarely bite, and will be found in the not too distant future somewhere near the bar. I'd like to mention I'm also a complete novice at public speaking, and I have an overwhelming urge to prove that to you today. On behalf of the bridesmaids and myself, I'd like to thank Alex and Lipika for asking us to be involved in the most important days of their life. I know that both of them put a tremendous amount of effort into planning the wedding, and I can only hope that, apart from the speech anyway, everything else exceeds their expectations. Let's see, now for Alex. So where do I begin with Alex? Well, for starters, he's handsome, witty, intelligent. He's charming? Sorry, Alex, I'm having trouble reading your handwriting. You can tell me the rest later. To the bridesmaids, I'd like to give a special thank you on behalf of Alex for getting Lippy here on time. As for those of you who don't know, Lipika's normally late for everything, so this in and of itself is a great achievement. I'd also like to thank all of you for being here today, especially those of you who knew I'd be saying a few words today. It's touching that you decided to still come. To see so many people at the wedding from a different country amazes me. I still can't get over how many people travel for a free meal and open bar. On a serious note, though, Alex and Lipika, seeing how many people came through all this effort to be here today to celebrate with you is a great monument in itself. Now, it's customary for the best man to give some words of wisdom to the newlyweds on their marriage. I, not being married, I can't speak from experience, so I am looking for a happily married couple that could offer some advice. However, I'm still looking. And finally, on behalf of everyone here today, may I wish you both many and many more years of happiness and a long, fruitful marriage. So I'd like to raise your glasses and join me in a toast to congratulate the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Dutra.
That was awesome.
It's okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Thank you. All right. Lastly, we'd like to invite Alejandra here, please.
So you should all be really excited to see me, not just because I'm fun to look at, but I'm the last speech of the night, so please just bear with me. I'd like to read an original poem I wrote for my best friend on her wedding day. With a generous heart that knows no ends, I couldn't be luckier to call you my best friend. So now on your wedding day, there's a few things I'd like to say. Months of planning, tons of preparation, colors, dresses, cakes, stressful sensations. We made it here, the big day has come, but please don't forget the ones who love you most. We're all here today to witness the I do's, to celebrate the love of who we love the most, and that's you. Full of joy and a smile on my heart, I'm so excited for you both for this new chapter you're going to start. This adventure of matrimony, personally, I have no testimony, but as an expert on loving you, these words I say are true. Lippy, all I've ever wanted for you is someone who sees just how special you are like I do. Not only can I trust you with my head and my heart, your unbinding loyalty has carried me through even my darkest parts. So as I try to find the words that only those that come to mind are the little things I've witnessed over time. Pure joy on his face as you walk through the door, eager to hear about your day with gushes of excitement as you tell him more and more. Constantly showing you the sweetest affection because he knows after 2 minutes you might die without attention. In him, you have found another best friend, someone who you can build a life with and peacefully rest your head. There's a lot the future has in store, and I'm not really sure what I look forward to more. officially third wheeling with a married couple or having both of you to keep me out of trouble. Alex, marrying Lippy, you have truly hit the lottery for sure. And just like that pesky tax, I'm the included part you have to endure. Lucky for you, I'm almost out of time, so let me leave you with this one last rhyme. Today onward, as Mr. and Mrs., through all the tough times and the sweetest of kisses, never forget what gathered us all here today, the truest of love ever here to stay.